November 5th, 2024. Big reasons for today. Number one, Scotty Bear's 60th birthday. Put it in the comments. Happy birthday, Scotty. Glad to have you on this rock, bro. And yesterday, Carla Roush's birthday. Or 2 days ago. So on the 3rd. So big old scream out to Carla Roush as well. And then, of course, we have the election. This crap. Everything we've been waiting on to finally come around. And I keep getting the question, what's going to happen if we have a Trump presidency? What's going to happen to rates? What's going to happen if we have a God forbid, frickin' Harris presidency. Honestly, I think it's kind of upward, but we have this point that's kind of holding. So, I mean, I'm not going to get into what's going on in the market because all that shit's being really overshadowed by what's going to happen today. I'm expecting it to be a fairly light day as far as calls are concerned. There's going to be a few people talking to us, but I think a lot of them are going to pause and wait and see what happens tomorrow. I don't think it's the best of moves, but you got to do what makes you feel comfortable. So let's take a look at the charts. That's what we want to see here. I was on a call yesterday with a very good friend of mine, Marco, and we were talking about where things were at. We were up here at the top of the channel. He was asking, is this going to go down? What are we going to see happen with the mortgage-backed securities with this election? And I'm going to zoom here a little bit more for you guys. We were up here. I was like, I think it's going to go down. I think we're going to lose ground because it's at the top of the channel. What did it do today? Went right there. We drew this line yesterday as we were talking. Well, I moved that channel. I shouldn't have, but I drew this blue line. We'll go ahead and erase this channel because we're not going to need it. So I put this blue line in as a floor. Again, it was here. Here we're up there. Well, we hit that, bounced off of it. Now, we could be off by a couple of basis points as to where this floor really is, but it's right there. Bounced off of it. We're sandwiched here. We may go sideways today in this, but honestly, if this trading channel holds the way that has been and this floor gets broken, we're heading down. And how far down are we going to go? We've got some ways we can run down. We got to direct another floors further down here that we can bounce off of. But if it holds and we come back up, we may actually go out of this channel completely and recreate a whole other channel back up here. But remember, we have these ceilings. These ceilings have proven to be very, very strong for a very long time. When we broke through it back in September 22 because of quantitative tightening, it's continued to be a very, very strong ceiling and a strong channel sideways. So this is a big barrier, no man's land right here, if you will. Now, what happened the last time we had Trump on the ticket? Well, actually, not when he was on the ticket, but when he won. Right here. This is 2016 right there. November 15th, 2016 is right there. It's November 2016. This was the day he won. And everybody expected the stock market to crash. The stock market crashed, which is going to get better. So I was holding, I'm going to get in here a little bit more so you can see this. I was holding on locks, which I shouldn't have, because look what happened. We had an election, bam, it fell off because it was fairly inflationary to the mind of the bond trader. They were getting out of bonds to go into stocks. The stocks were doing better with a businessman in office. Helps the economy to have a businessman in office. Has it really helped our economy to have people in office that don't know anything about business? Not really, because look at where we're at today. If we want to look at this, this is one of the reasons we've been talking about these last few days. I'm going to get back into our channel right now. Forgive all this BS. Trying to move it around so you can see it. So we had the Fed lower the rate here, and it continued to just fall off the cliff. Why? Because of what we're looking at, the U.S. debt. Look at that. Look, we were blue here earlier. We've lost ground. Now we've gone back. We're going to hit this again. So it's trading negative. We're going to see how today goes. But all this negative trading was because of the U.S. deficit, because of how much money is being spent, how much money is being thrown overseas, how much tens of billions of dollars just obliterated out into the ether to stuff that doesn't help us. We're supposed to have people that are in charge of this, making decisions with our money, the U.S. taxpayers' money, and the money being created by the federal, being issued through the Federal Reserve, being created by the U.S. Treasury, supposed to be for the United States. Infrastructure, defense. Our lights are supposed to turn on predictably. Our roads are supposed to be in place. We're supposed to have our infrastructure updated. Bridges are not supposed to fall over. All that. That's supposed to be happening. But we're taking large chunks of it. Also, Social Security, that was put into place, forcing people to save so that way they would retire and not be a draw on the system. That was the intent. What's happened with that money? Think about all this crap. And you start looking at who's in charge of that, who's making these decisions. Ain't for us. But yet, we're voting their asses in. Consider who you're voting for. Consider what their track record is, and quit put vote because of the team. There's this team thing where we're going to side with our team, get on that side of the stadium, regardless of whether or not they're good players or not, regardless of where the people that will stand for our national anthem or not. No, it's because of the damn jersey. We need to think about the people we're associate ourselves with, especially when it comes to people we're allowing to have the purse strings. So we'll have more data later this week. I may even put one out tomorrow just to post-election. This is what's happening. But I think we may be in for probably a steeper ride in rates, just my opinion. And I don't think the Fed's going to lower again. Again, another opinion.